Hello, welcome to COM 130 Visual Media. I'm Sister Ashley Barney and I'll be your instructor this semester. I wanted to take a few minutes to come and tell you a little about what will be coming your way. It's a big week, there's a lot to learn, and I don't want any of it to fall through the cracks. This is really foundational for the rest of what you'll be doing this semester, and it will culminate in one big project for you. So to get started, the first thing that we'll be focusing on is the focus process, and this is a design process that will give you some guidance on what to do, what order to attack your project, and it also gives you some principles to help you evaluate your project along the way and improve it. This will save you if you're ever stuck. If you figure out how to apply this, it will give you the direction that you need without having to rely on another person is very valuable. So make sure that you take the time to understand it. We'll also be looking into the art of typography. We all use typography on a daily basis. Anytime you open Word or PowerPoint, you are delving into typography. So this will give you a lot of the basic rules in how typography works and how to make the best choices, how to make the best type choices. The final thing that we will be studying together is InDesign, this new bit of software that can help you lay out anything. It can handle pictures, it can handle vectors, it can handle type, and it can handle those in multiple page format really well. Our project will not be a multiple page project this time, but you will learn how to use all of these tools, and it's the same whether you're one page or not. So this is kind of what your project will look like. We're not going to worry about color, making color choices in this first project. So it'll just be black and white, but you will have the option of using one picture and you'll have a logo you need to use, and we'll give you all of this copy. You get to decide how to organize it. And you'll be doing that all within InDesign, as I mentioned before. A few little helpful tips as you get started. Every one of us, when we sit down and start working on our first project, all of a sudden within 5 minutes we realize there's something very ugly looking back at us. That can be intimidating. My tip is don't let the ugly scare you. That is just a part of the process, and we have the focus framework to help guide us from ugly to beautiful. And if you apply these principles, you have no reason to be afraid of that initial shock, that initial lack of quality. It can be improved. My second tip, very important, make sure you don't skimp on this first step, formulation. Think about your audience. Think about what in the message is most important for them to see and in what order. Maybe do some sketches with some blocks of this is where my type goes, this is where my picture goes, to help you decide what flow will work for you. Make sure you do some research into different kinds of fonts and what fonts look good together, and find something that really embodies what you want to say. If you take the time to formulate your project properly, the rest of the steps will go a lot more smoothly. If you kind of find yourself petering out early on, you probably haven't done enough work in that first step, and you might have to go back and do it again. My third tip is, if you find that you've gotten somewhere that's okay on your project, but you're not really in love with it, take a picture and send it to the rest of us in our group project chat. Any participation in that chat will improve your grade. You're not required, but it will improve. This is really how design projects happen in the real world. A designer sits down and does everything that they can think of on their own, and then they just have to put it in front of somebody else's eyes, and that's really crucial in developing something quality. The skills that you learn will be applicable no matter what communications job you take. It will help you learn how to understand and do somebody else's feedback, follow someone else's feedback, and also offer actionable feedback to someone else. So I'm really excited about the things that you have to learn, and if you get frustrated, make sure that you contact me. I'm here to help.